September 16th, and I know I haven't posted in quite some time. Things have been super crazy. School started kicking my ass because it was nearing the end, so everything was kind of happening at once, and like the stress of everything starts to set in, and you're like, oh my god, what am I gonna do with my life? True story. I got a really good job. I got the one job that I wanted, which turned out to be better than the other one. Um, I work for the community now, which is super cool. It's kind of like my grown up job. Um, I'm kind of like the community services coordinator. I help people within my community, basically, help them better their quality of life. I also get to I also help with putting together events in the community as well, fundraising projects, which is super awesome because I love doing that stuff and I fell in love with it, doing everything that I was doing with the radio stations I was working for. So it's really given me something to look forward to every day, which is super sweet. I also get benefits and it pays me pretty swell. So I'm a grown up. Tear. So even though you don't always want to adult, sometimes you have to. Hashtag grown-ups. So what are you going to do? Kind of go with the flow, I guess. Life recently has kind of sucked for me and I'm going crazy. And I'm actually kind of losing my mind right now. I unexpectedly had to have gallbladder surgery on Friday. I woke up in horrible, tremendous, excruciating pain, and I knew what was going on immediately. So I cried all the way to the hospital. I had to pull over and basically Ralph in somebody's yard. So whoever that was, if you happen to watch this or you just went out later in the morning and you were like, oh my god, what the hell is this? And it was gross looking. That was me. I'll, take the blame for that. So I spent 18 and a half hours in the hospital on Friday, and it wasn't my finest hours, I should say. I'm glad I went in, though, because they were finally able to see that my life was being consumed by these gulls. Yes, I wear big-ass glasses over these glasses because apparently they don't make glasses for people that just wear regular seeing glasses anymore. So I have to, be that person that buys these, I just got beat up by my husband or boyfriend glasses and wear them over my actual seeing glasses because I can't find sunglasses anywhere. Anyways, so after I got my gallbladder taken out, it's been a very interesting, rough, bumpy road for me. I have had no fun. The first 2 days, all I ate was chicken and beef broth and ice cream bars, and as fun as that sounds, it drove me crazy. I was basically ready to kill myself. So I started eating real food yesterday. Obviously nothing greasy or nothing crazy because I have no gallbladder to help filter that, and really you're not supposed to eat that stuff within the first 2 or 3 weeks you've had surgery anyway. So I've been trying to get my life together. And it's funny because I haven't really ate a lot of fried food since I've been on my weight loss journey, which we'll get to that in a second. But it's just kind of when somebody tells you you can't have it and you're just ready to rob somebody of their fried pickles, it's deep. So, fried pickles is life, by the way. They're probably one of my favorite things in the world is fried pickles. Sounds really good. Anyways, aside from those damn fried pickles. It's been a long road. I've been in a ton of pain. I'm not working, and I don't have school anymore because I graduated. Graduation was September 4th. We celebrated by going out of town because, of course, that was Labor Day weekend. So I got sloshed and ate some great food. And then I came home, and then a week and a half later, I was having surgery. So that sucks. Anyways, Perks of not having a gallbladder is I don't have to worry about crying and throwing up in anybody's yard anymore. I don't have to worry about waking up in the middle of the night being in pain, because that shit hurts. I don't know if anybody's ever had gallstones or something, but they were pretty big. They were like the size of a penny, I guess, and they kept getting stuck in that, and like the little duct thing that you have going on, and like the reason you're in pain is because they're getting stuck and they're not blowing out, and whatever. Well, a smaller one got stuck in there, and it wouldn't unstuck itself. It just stayed in there and was like, hey, I'm living here rent-free and don't have to worry about anything with my life, and I'm doing quite swell, so cool. Well, I stopped pooping. I only pooped like 4 times in a month and a half, which is super unnormal for me because I poop all the time. I was getting nauseated all the time, and food just really wasn't tasting that good to me. And I never had heartburn my whole life, and then I was like starting to get like really like, thought I was having a heart attack, but come to find out it's just heartburn. Who knew? So the last 2 months, basically, my body's been making me sick, so it really had to go. So that little small stone that got stuck, it was like just a tiny little stone. Tiny. It was just collecting all kinds of gross shit for like almost 2 months, so that's why I wasn't feeling very well, and I was having issues with my life, more issues on top of the other issues I already have, of course, and, but it's gone now, so, which has been now super motivational for me, because I've been driving myself crazy sitting here, drive myself crazy, 90s kid flashback, you know, pop stars, wow. Totally forgot where I was going with this conversation, but nonetheless, I can't stand it. I'm bored, and everybody else is working or they have homework or something, and I'm just sitting here, and I thought, what better way to do a blog than just now? I feel like I've probably gained like 573 pounds in the last 4 days, which sucks because I can't lift anything. I can barely get myself off the damn toilet, for God's sakes. And sleeping sucks. I've been sleeping on my back since Friday, and that sucks. Nobody wants to sleep on their back every day, but hey, I'm doing it, so it's awesome. Yeah, and that just sucks, man. And you know, the funny thing is I was telling my girlfriend the other day, is we got this cat, and God, I love her because I'm not a cat person. I've never liked cats. Cats freak me out, and they like do shit, and they get into things, and I'm not a cat person. But I got conned into getting this cat, and I'm going to tell you something between me, you, and the lamppost. This cat has literally been my BFF since my ass got out of the hospital. She walks with me, and she lays on my chest every night, and she gives me little kitty massages, and her name is Little Kitty, by the way, in case there's any confusion. She's just been a great freaking cat. So, it's weird, but that's just the way it is. So, anyways, back to the story. We took the bed rail, or the bed frame, or whatever, you know, whatever holds your bed up off the floor. We removed those and just put the bed on the floor because our bed sits pretty high anyway. Like, our box, we have a California King, and, like, I'm looking at it right now, and, like, the box spring is, like, your regular height box spring, you know, it's, like, big, and then, you have your mattress, but we have an extra thick mattress because it has the pillow tops on each side. So I'd say the mattress itself is probably like a good 16 or probably a good 16 inches high. So like it's pretty big. But and we did that solely because I'm a hoarder kind of. Well, and I say kind of because if it weren't for my husband like telling me I'm a hoarder and like saying, hey, maybe you should get rid of some of this shit, my house would like be on A&E or something in a special. I'm not joking. So I would put stuff under my bed like I was 12 and was getting in trouble. And Little Kitty kept going under there, and she would hide, and we couldn't get her. So I took the bed rails off. What happens? A month later, I'm bedridden and I can't get out of bed. Oh my God. Literally, that's my life. That's what happens to me. So now I'm like, ugh, dying and struggling to get out of bed. And my bed's on the floor. Like, my bed's on the floor. What are you going to do? So, I don't know. It's my life. But I feel like I'm extremely overweight right now and I'm going to die. And I really haven't ate that much, honestly, because I can't really eat much. But, it's just the fact that wasn't eating like regular food the first few days. And literally all I was eating was ice cream and broth. Like, first of all, that's a gross combination. You know what I'm saying? But ice cream and broth, bro. Ice cream and broth. Hashtag. I'm going to start a trend with that. And what's up with the thighbrow thing? I just seen that today on Twitter, and it's really irritating. I think all these things just lead women in these really messed up situations, like the arch your back challenge and the thighbrow and the thigh gap and how about the get educated challenge or the let's stay home and take care of our kids challenge instead of going to the bar every freaking day challenge. You know what I'm saying? Like something motivational. Let's help our community challenge or something other than look at my crotch because this is awesome challenge. It's irritating to me. I just had to add that in there. I'm sorry. However, I got some good news. I found out that since I've been at work long enough, I'm obviously getting my benefits, but they pay for Weight Watchers. I'm so excited. And basically it's a default type of thing for Weight Watchers when you go in for your physical. So I had to have my dad take me grocery shopping the other day. Speaking of overweight people and Weight Watchers. So my dad takes me grocery shopping because my husband says, hey, I gotta go out of town because I have to try to go make some money since you're not working, so I'm not gonna be here. And I'm like, okay. So I need food I can eat. So my pappy comes, picks me up, and we go to the local store that we go to, and I get a scooter. I haven't been in a scooter since like 2003 when me and my friends would go walk around at like 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and be stupid and ride around and have like the little cart races or whatever in the store. But that's, young, dumb stuff. So I get my scooter, and legitimately, the looks that I would get from people pretty much disgusted me, honestly. People are so judgmental. It's so funny. Granted, I'm overweight. Granted, you can tell that I'm overweight. Also, I'm not like an episode of My 600-Pound Life by any means. I look fairly good, and I'm not completely out of shape. But the fact that my overweight ass was in a scooter going grocery shopping was probably the most horrible thing to some of these people looking at me. I feel like it really inconvenienced their life because I wasn't 110 pounds with a cast on my leg riding in a scooter. The fact that I'm over 110 pounds and not with a cast on my leg driving around in a scooter, they felt that I was just in this damn thing because I didn't want to walk. But in actuality, a bitch just had her gallbladder removed, but everybody wanted to look at me like I had the plague. Hello? That I did not find very nice. I found that quite disrespectful just because you don't know what's going on with some people, and the fact, like this one guy, he looked like a business guy, or maybe he just sold cars, who knows. But my dad and I went down the one aisle and, we were looking at seasonings. That's what it was. I love seasonings. And, he looked at me. He had on really nice gray dress pants and a nice leather belt and a nice little black silk polo. And he looked at me and was like, and kept walking. I'm like, really though? And like, I feel like if I could move a little better and I wasn't in the shape that I'm in right now, I probably would have enjoyed running his ass over. However, I can't fight or defend myself because I'm kind of crippled at the moment. So it wouldn't have done me any good. So basically, the moral of the story is stop being judgmental assholes. Instead of looking down on somebody because they are not 110 pounds and they don't have a cast on their leg and they're in a scooter, um, maybe think that maybe they had their gallbladder taken out, or maybe their appendix got removed, or whatever. Granted, I probably shouldn't have been out after only 2 days of having my gallbladder taken out, but my husband has to make money because my bitch ass can't work for the next 2.5 weeks. So I don't know about you, but I don't have a nest egg sitting around. And if I did, I sure wouldn't share it with the guy with the business suit on because he's a douche. I'm just saying. Hashtag get your life together. Okay? So, this is my blog post. It's been a very long time. I've missed you all. I hope that you enjoyed and you got some insight into my life. And if I forgot to say something, I apologize. I will start making this a every week thing, possibly twice a week thing like I was doing for a while. Now that I can, because I don't have school, and I'll be posting about job leads and internships and all kinds of crazy stuff that I'm trying to get into right now. So as usual, if you have anything to say, you can always email me, follow my blog on WordPress, or you can even get a hold of me on Twitter at Candy Bastine, and we can make things happen. So I hope all is well with you, and I will be talking to you soon.